You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is brought to you through a generous grant from Papa's Pizza.
After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't really established until he's at least 5 years old.
But he is 5. He's more than 5.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority in his lack of confidence. His clumsiness is inferiority in his lack of confidence. His stupidity is clumsiness is inferiority in his lack of confidence.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It is truly a dog's life. I feel so neglected. Charlie Brown never brings me coffee in the morning.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face, Linus. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I would say that this is one of the finest examples of a failure face you're liable to see for a long while.
Some days I wake up early to watch the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it is, and how my whole life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky's so clear and the sun's so bright. What could possibly go wrong on a day like this? I think lunchtime is about the worst time of the day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. Well, then there's a night, too. Lying there, thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. And all those hours in between when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Well, guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. Boy, PTA sure did a good job painting these benches. Hey, there's that cute little redheaded girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she'd do if I went over there and asked her if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty place next to her on the bench. Well, there's no reason why I couldn't just go over there and sit. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. Hey, I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward she wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember ever looking at me. Well, why shouldn't she look at me? I mean, is there any reason in the world why she shouldn't look at me? I mean, is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little... She's looking at me! Ah! She's looking at me.
No, Patty, you're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about is the very light blue one and it had a design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
Something like this. The skirt went out like this and had these big puffy sleeves like this and a sash like that.
I remember.
Yes, well, that was what I was wearing last week when I saw Farida. And she did the gypsy one, just like it down at the end.
Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. If that little redheaded girl's looking at me with this stupid bag on my head, she must think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, maybe I could take it off real quick and she'd never notice. Well, on the other hand, I can't tell if she's looking at me unless I take it off. Well, then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she was looking at me or not. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. Wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch hour with only 2,863 to go.
Wouldn't you like that if someday Aunt Marion was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Good morning, Miss Othmar. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
I think most of us take newspapers too much for granted. We don't really realize the miracle that is the modern daily newspaper. You know, it's difficult to put into words just why one likes a newspaper.
Oh, I like a newspaper because you don't have to dial it.
I got it!
Give me back my blanket!
No, I got it and I'm gonna keep it. This is just the start you need to help you break this disgusting habit.
Apparently, you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, or building model trains, or collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Oh, really?
Certainly. And this is good, for it helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I feel it is going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back, so I'm just going to give it a good yank. It's surprising what you can accomplish with a little smooth talking and some fast action.
You're such a sweet dog, Snoopy. I wish I could give you a big kiss. Ew.
But of course I can't.
The curse of a fuzzy face.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Patty. But I think that a man can really come closer to it by directing the forces of his life towards a single goal that he believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness is not really a selfish thing either, because by achieving happiness himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
Schroeder? What would you think if one day you and I got married and we were so poor that you had to sell the piano to buy me saucepans?
Saucepans?
Well, sure, you don't expect me to start up housekeeping without a good set of saucepans, do you?
Saucepans?
Well, girls have to think about those things. Boys are lucky. Boys never have to think about things like saucepans.
I can't stand it. I just can't stand it.
Here's the fierce jungle ape pounding his mighty chest while the other animals cower in the distance. Now he throws back his head and emits a terrifying roar. How humiliating.
What's the matter, Patty?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope. Everything was all right, and suddenly it all seemed so futile.
I would have made a terrific trophy.
There! You promised me a birthday party, and now you say I can't have one. It's not fair!
using the right strategy.
What?
The more you fuss, the worse off it'll be. Why not admit it was all your own fault? Why not go up to Mom and say to her, I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit I've been bad and you were right to cancel my party. From now on, I shall try to be good. That's much better than ranting and raving. All that does is prove her point.
I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit that I have been bad and you were right to cancel my party. From now on, I shall try to be good.
I'd rather die.
Beethoven loved the country. He quite often liked to take long strolls into the countryside. He loved the peace and the quiet of the country. They were an inspiration to him.
Give me that ball, you blockhead!
Beethoven had it nice.
Charlie Brown's an interesting sort of fellow.
He sure is. Good old Charlie Brown.
He seems to get along with everyone.
Nobody hates him.
Everybody likes him. What a wishy-washy character.
Hey, Snoopy! We're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Okay, fella. Back on the doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Oh, me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me. I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day, sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I want to be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. I'd stay very, very still till I see a victim come. I'd wait knowing very well every second counts. And then, like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce. I'd pounce. I'd pounce. I'd pounce. I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Right. The pretty sky, not bad at all. I wonder if it will snow tonight.
I think I'll walk right up to that little red-headed girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday I was a dog. Today I'm a dog. Tomorrow I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope of advancement. Delightful. La di da di di do di da la da la da la la, my blanket and me. Cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will walk away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you don't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. Don't ever let me do that again. Got you back again. My blanket and me. Know it, I'll try to outgrow it, but meanwhile, it's my blanket and me. What makes you think you can come right in here and take over?
These 5 fingers. Individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them into a single unit, they become a fighting force, terrible to behold!
Which game do you want? Super Mario Brothers 3 or Mario Brothers? Fighting force. Why can't you guys get organized like that?
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be a queen. When I grew up, I'm going to be the biggest queen that ever was. And I'm going to live in a big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach,
Lucy,
all the people will wave and I will shout at them.
Lucy, I believe queen is an inherited title.
Yes, I'm quite sure a person can only become a queen by being born into the royal family of the correct lineage so that she may assume the throne after the death of the reigning monarch. I can't think of any possible way you could ever become queen. Sorry, Lucy, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I wear my crown in swimming and everything, and then all the people will cheer, and I will shout at them. What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
There must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic!
Good grief.
It's usually just a matter of knowing the right people. Why, I bet if you be so well-placed correspondents and I get to be queen in no time.
I think I'll watch television.
I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, then I'll be rich. I'll work and work until I'm very, very rich. And then I'll buy myself a queendom. Yes, I'll buy myself a queendom. And then I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen. And then all the people, when I get
This is Jeopardy! Now entering the studio are today's contestants. A student
What's the matter,
originally
Lucy?
from Freehold, New Jersey,
Huh?
Andrew.
What happened to your
A teacher
queendom?
from San
Oh, that.
Francisco,
I've given it up.
Diane
I've
St.
decided to
John.
devote my life to
Our
cultivating my
returning
natural
chief petty
beauty.
officer from-
A little more speed, a little more rope, a little more wind, a little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. A little less speed, a little more tack, a little less rise, a little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. I've gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the one fool kite who likes to see a little kid cry. A little less talk, a little more skill, a little less luck, a little more will. Gotta face this Bella eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching a string on everything passing by, why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air! Oh, look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly.
Last year I sent 52 Valentines and received 75. This year I sent 58 and only received 61. Am I right in blaming this on the zip code?
This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. That doesn't sound right. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, you can do it if you just don't get nervous. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. That's for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas. Oh! Say, what's all this?
They're Valentines for all the boys in our class at school that I like.
Well, we wouldn't want you to lose this one, would we? With the initial CB on it.
No, I guess not. Craig Bowerman would be very disappointed.
I can't stand it. Oh, look at them laughing and enjoying themselves with their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everyone I know this Valentine's Day. And did I get any in return? No, not one. I did not get one single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines but me. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog.
My funny Valentine. 26, 27, 28, sweet comic Valentine. 30, 31, 32.
My stomach hurts. I'm so depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Do you really think that would help, Lucy?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try.
Hit it.
I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid.
Not lucid.
I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong.
Ping pong.
I've always been awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how can there possibly be one small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly flawed as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Well, certainly. You don't think that by mentioning these few superficial failings it will do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida or Shermie or Linus or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or Wait a minute now. Snoopy likes me.
Oh, he only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. But why was I born just to be? One small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly.
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope?
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Oh yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, you know something, Lucy? I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
Hi, Snoopy. You know.
What do you say, Tiger?
Hey, Tiger. Hi, Snoopy. Oh, hi, Linus.
Hi, you fuzzy face.
Hey, Snoopy, how's the fella?
I'm glad you asked. Nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
Homework! Yuck!
A book report on Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit is the stupid book about the stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very... I liked the part where... It was... It reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where Little John jumped from the rock to the Sheriff of Nottingham's back. And then Robin and everyone swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they captured the Sheriff and all of his goods, and they carried him back to their camp in the woods. And the Sheriff was just to dinner and all, but he wriggled away and he sounded the call, and his men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivation. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressures so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit into performing acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is not good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure. If I wait till tomorrow, I should start writing now. But if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is not good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ha!
Down came the staff on his head, smash! And Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead. Ha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in wing. It was a sign for the fight to begin. Sing! And then it looked like the sheriff could win. Ha! But not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits, who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about. How can they expect us to write a book report of inequality in just 2 days? To make life so miserable and so effectively in so many ways.
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Flopsy, and Cottontail.
Now when I'm not really resting, it's the book upset my thinking. It's about not good at all. Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit. Oh, for one, every man does his part. First thing after dinner, I'll start.
And they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
94, 95. The very, very, very end.
Ah.
You know, I don't know if you'll understand this or not, but some days, even when I'm really low, I'll see some little thing that'll somehow renew my faith. Just some little thing. Like that leaf, for instance, clinging to its tree in spite of the wind and storm. You know, that makes me think that courage and tenacity are the greatest values a man can have. Suddenly my old confidence is back. And I know that things aren't half as bad as I make them out to be. Suddenly I know that with the strength of his convictions, a man can move mountains. And I can proceed with the full confidence in the basic goodness of my fellow man. I know that now. I know it.
Here's the World War I flying ace, high over France in his Sopwith camel, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie we call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Yeah, you can't hit me. Actually, tough flying aces never say nya. I just kind of... Drat this fog! It's bad enough having to fight the Red Baron without having to fly in weather like this. All right, Red Baron, come out! You can't hide forever! Ah, the sun has broken through. I can see the woods of Montsec below. And what's that? Ah, it's a Fokker triplane! I've got you this time, Red Baron! He's diving down out of the sun! He's tricked me again! I've got to run! Come on, Sopwith Camel, let's go! Go, Camel, go! I can't shake him! He's riddling my plane with bullets! Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse the evil that causes this unhappiness! Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep, for one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday I'll get you, Red Baron!
Let's go, squish.
Let's go, Snoopy, up and at 'em. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, and the fields and woodlands are open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy, where's that old thrill of the chase, that spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you, anyway?
I am a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself wasting a perfect day like this. Why, the scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Let's get out there and trap some big old rabbits.
Well, I get the feeling she's determined. Okay, if that's what she wants, she might as well get her money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy. We ought to see lots of game today.
Right.
Snoopy!
put 'em up. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I guess we're not going to see any game today, Snoopy. But at least you tried. Even though you failed, it always makes you feel better when you know you've done your best.
I hate to disillusion her, but I don't even know what a rabbit smells like.
All right, gang, I want this game to be our biggest and best game of the season. And I want everyone out there...
Brown, I was watching this game on television the other day, and Tommy Lasorda got real mad at one of the umpires, and he kicked dirt on him like this. And then he did this. You sure can learn a lot by watching those games on television.
Okay, the thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. Now, if you all
Charlie Brown, I thought of some new strategy for you. Why don't you tell the other team that we're going to play them at a certain place, only it isn't the real place, see? And then when they don't show, we'll win by forfeit. Isn't that good strategy? I don't understand these managers that don't want to use good strategy.
Okay, now if we all really gritted our teeth and bear down...
Is Lucy gonna pitch again? Because if she is, I quit. You know what she does? She's always calling me out for conferences on the mound. I go out there for a secret conference on the mound, and you know what she does? She kisses me on the nose. Yuck!
Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Perhaps you shouldn't be a playing manager, Charlie Brown. Perhaps you should be a bench manager.
Oh, that's a good idea, Charlie Brown. You'd be a great bench manager. Why, you could say, bench do this, or bench do that. Why, when we get to the playing field, you could be in charge of where we put the bench. You could say, let's put the bench over here, or let's put the bench over there.
I can't stand it.
What's the sense of our playing when we know we're gonna lose?
Yeah!
I mean, even if there was 1,000,000 to 1 chance that we might win, it would make some sense.
Yeah!
Well, there may not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1. Come on, give me a T.
T!
Give me an E.
E!
Give me an
A!
Give me an M. What have you got?
T!
There is no team like the best team, which is our team. Right here, we will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball star. For all we have to do is win this one game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game.
You rookie!
It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game.
Come, babe, have a room!
I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. Though I missed my curve, but somehow he hit it a good strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to ya. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by fighting a runner and catching the ball in his teeth. And Linus caught flies from a third-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And one run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
All right, Charlie Brown, we're all behind ya. Sort of. I mean, this man can't pitch, Charlie Brown. He pitches like my grandmother, Charlie Brown. He can't pitch, hey, Charlie Brown. Now I gotta use his bare hands. He's running the game, trying to ball. And the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered my bat, and I swung. Oh. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
One, two, three, four.
Sorry to have to say it right to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. Now, I know your crabbiness has probably become so natural to you now that you're not even aware of when you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Look, now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, Lucy, and I hope you'll take it in the spirit that it's meant. I think we should be all open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates was very right when he said that one of the first rules for anyone in life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. I hope I haven't offended you or anything.
Well, what's Socrates got to do with it anyway, huh? Who is he anyway? Did he ever get to be king? Tell me that. Did he ever get to be king? Did he ever get to be king? Who was Socrates anyway?
Know thyself. Harumph! Hey, Snoopy, you want to come out and help me get my arm back into shape?
Yeah.
Great! Yeah. Now watch out for this one. It's a new fastball. Get back.
Excuse me a moment, Charlie Brown, but I wonder if you would mind answering a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
Well, I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better. And first of all, I'd like to ask, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 is above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in strictest confidence.
Well, still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
You may have a few moments to think about it if you want, or we could come back to this question later.
Oh, I think I'd like to come back to it later if you don't mind.
Later. The next question deals with certain character traits that you may have observed. Regarding personality, would you say that mine is A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? Would that be A, B, or C? What would your answer be to that, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? Which one would you say? Charlie Brown,
Well, I'd have to say forceful, Lucy. But
Forceful. I see. Well, I'll just put a check mark at the letter A, then. Now, how would you rate my ability to get along with other people? As poor, fair, good, or excellent?
I think that has a lot to do with what you mean by get along with other people.
Well, you know, make friends, sparkle in a crowd, that sort of thing.
Do you have a space for abstention?
I'll just put a check mark at none of the above.
Now, the next question deals with certain physical traits. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I was stunning, mysterious,
Or intoxicating.
Gee, Lucy, I don't know. You look just fine to me.
stunning? All right, Charlie Brown. I think we should get back to that first question. On a scale of 0 to 100 using a standard of 50 is average, 75
I remember the question, Lucy.
Well...
51?
51 is your crabbiness rating for me? Very well then. That about does it, I guess. Thank you very much for your help with this survey, Charlie Brown. Your cooperation has been greatly appreciated.
Ow. Come on, Snoopy, let's go.
Just a minute. One more question. Would you answer yes or no to this question? Is Lucy Van Pelt the sort of person that I would like to have as president of my club or civic organization?
Yes, Lucy, by all means.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Charlie Brown. That just about does it. Well, who asked you? That's 51, none of the above. Schroeder was right. I can already feel myself being filled with the glow of self-awareness. Oh, Patty, I'm conducting a survey, and I wonder if you would mind answering a few questions.
110, C, poor, none of the above, no. And what are you going to do about that dent you made in my bicycle?
It's amazing how fast word of these surveys gets around. Oh, Linus, I'm glad you're here. I'm conducting a survey, and I wonder if you would mind answering a few questions.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Well, the first question is, on a scale of 0 to 100 using a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
You're my big sister.
That isn't the question.
No, but that's the answer.
Come on, Linus, answer the question.
Look, Lucy, I know very well if I give you any sort of an honest answer to that question, you're gonna slug me.
Linus. A survey that is not based on honest answers is like building a house on a foundation of sand. Would I be spending my time to conduct this survey if I didn't expect complete candor in all the responses? I promise not to slug you. Now, what number would you give me as your crabbiness rating?
95.
No person could be expected to keep her word with a rating over 90. Now, I just add these 2 columns and that gives me my answer. There, it's all done. Now let's see what we've got. It's true. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everybody knows it. I've been spreading crabbiness everywhere I go.
I'm a super crab.
It's a wonder I have any friends at all. It's a wonder I have any friends or associates or anyone will talk to me. I've done nothing but make life miserable for everyone. I've done nothing but breed unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? How could I be so selfish? How could I be
What's the matter, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to
Breathe the air that I breathe. I'm no good, Linus. I'm no good.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is! I'm no good, and I can't think of any reason at all why I should still deserve to live on this planet.
Well, I can.
Well, name one. Just name one single reason why I still deserve to live on the face of this earth.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. Every now and then I say the right thing.
Of course it's surprising, but I'm sure Lucy knows now she can't be crabby anymore. Where is everybody? I told them to be here. If we don't rehearse, we can't sing at the assembly tomorrow. Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy!
Give me my pencil, you blockhead!
No, not until you give me back my crayon.
That is my best pencil, you block... If you don't give me my pencil, I'm going to tell Patty what you said about her.
Stop that! We've got to rehearse and you're late! Stop that!
I'm sorry, I'm late.
Don't try to be sorry! Now remember, this is a mood piece. We must paint a picture with music and words and concentrate. Now, Adagio con brio! 1, 2.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word.
Not on your
And
line.
the skies are not cloudy all day.
If you don't tell me what you told
Give me my
Lucy,
pencil,
I'm
you
just
blockhead!
Home on the range.
Give me my pencil.
No,
Where the deer
not until you
and
promise
the
not to tell her
antelope
play.
What are you trying to do? Stifle my freedom of speech?
seldom is heard
Give me my
a
pencil.
discouraging
No
word.
promise, no
And
pencil.
the skies are not cloudy all day.
My pencil.
No!
Oh, give me a land
Give me that
where
pencil.
the
Linus, it just isn't fair.
Sing!
flows leisurely down the street.
Why do you take Patty's pencil?
The white swan goes gliding up.
What did he call me?
Like a maid in a
He said you were an enigma.
An enigma.
An enigma.
Boy, that makes me. What a terrible thing to call. What's an enigma? Never mind.
What's an enigma?
What's an enigma play?
What's an enigma?
Hey, he's still got my pencil.
Seldom is sherb and the food's on the curb.
And the sky is not cloudy all day.
Bow!
Why is it I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days, I'm going to have my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life is just too short not to live it up a little.
Linus, did you fill out all those forms that Miss Othmar gave us in school today?
Uh-huh. I put down my name, address, and postal zone.
Well, what did you put where it says family doctor?
Well, I wasn't quite sure. So I put down Dr. Seuss.
Did you get some nice things for your birthday party, Patty?
Oh, yes, I got a toy sewing set, and it has 75 pieces, and I got a toy dish set, and it has 50 pieces, and I got a toy puzzle, and it has 48 pieces, and I got a toy block set that has 190 pieces. My mother says that gives her 363 more things to pick up around the house each day.
My teeth are tingling again. I feel like I've just got to bite somebody before sundown or I shall go stark raving mad. And yet I know society frowns on such an action. So what happens? I'm stuck with tingly teeth.
Hooray for Barry Manilow!
I hate cats. To me, cats are the crabgrass on the lawn of life. I am a cat hater, a cat despiser, and a cat loather. I'm also scared to death of them.
Oh, here comes my little baby brother with his little baby banky.
There's your silly widow brother with his silly widow banky.
Well, you know how babies are with their bankies.
I am the Count Dracula from Transylvania. Blah, blah. Sometimes I think I'd just like to pull up stakes and mosey on out of here. Dang nabbit, Roy. Broaden my horizons, meet new people. But something binds me to this spot. That old supper dish.
Charlie Brown. She says the sister is responsible for the education of her little brother, so she's teaching me. Boy, is he intelligent.
Come along, Linus. Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
I never knew that before, Lucy. That's very interesting.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. And oh, you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
God, Lucy, that's fascinating.
Lucy, I don't mean to interfere, but I don't think that'll ever grow
And
into...
way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
That's right, they run around all day long, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing.
Oh, good grief!
And this thing here is called a hydrant. They grow all over, but no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gives so much water. Can you see that bird? It is an eagle, but since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Lucy, how can you say such things? I'm sorry, but I can't stand
And way
idly
up
by...
there, the little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow does not come up, it comes down.
After it comes up, the wind blows it around so that it looks like it's coming down, but actually it comes up out of the ground just like grass. It comes up, Charlie Brown. Snow comes up.
Oh, good grief!
Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that tree?
To loosen the bark, to make the tree grow faster. Come along, Linus.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering, hollow shell of a dog. And there sits my supper dish, empty. But that's okay. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember. And he'll rush out here to the doghouse. But it'll be too late. There will be nothing left but the dried carcass of the former friend who used to run and play so happily with him. Nothing left but the bleached bones.
Snoopy, are you asleep or something? I've been standing out here a whole minute with your supper.
Supper time? Supper time? Behold the brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flagon moist and sweet, which has been sent to slake our thirst.
All right, there's no need for a big production number. Just get down off your doghouse and eat.
Oh, it's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Ooh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper, supper time. Woo! Bring on the dog food, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and roll me home, 'cause it's supper, supper, super pepper upper, supper, super duper dupper time. Wintertime's nice with the ice and snow, summertime's nice with a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time. Oh yeah! I'm coming home, baby! Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Pappy's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, supper, super pepper upper, supper, super duper dupper, dooba 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 dooba. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo!
Cut that out! Why can't you eat your meal quietly and calmly like any normal dog?
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Doot 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 doot.
I don't know, Linus. It looks like an airplane to me, the way the lights are blinking on and off. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
I believe that is a star, but it could be a planet, you know, or maybe even a satellite.
Could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we'll never find out by just standing here.
Where are you going?
Over here to get a closer look.
I like to sit up here after supper time and hear the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. How! How! In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy. That little red-headed girl dropped her pencil. It's got teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. It hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Selling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly, setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich.
Getting along.
Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. on, and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.